Welcome back, Interior Alaska. Joe Cook here, bringing you some Interior Saturday sports action. Last night in the Carlson Center, the Alaska Nanooks were trying to end their 2013 home games against Michigan Tech on a positive note. That might have to wait until tonight. The Nanooks got it going early with Tyler Morley's sixth goal of the year coming just 1 minute and 17 seconds into the game. The Huskies would reel off 3 unanswered goals in the second period. Shane Hanna's first career goal was the equalizer for the Huskies. Then Alex Patan got back-to-back goals. Patan had 2 goals and an assist to lead all skaters. Sean Hochhausen got a shot on net, and Garrett Perry was able to get it in net to stop the bleeding and to make it a 3-2 game. Going into the third, Sean Cahill got the start for UAF and made 21 saves on 24 shots. The third would go scoreless. Phoenix Copley of North Pole made his return to the Interior and came up with 30 saves on 32 shots as the Huskies hold on for a 3-2 victory over the Nanooks. Copley talked about winning in his home region.
Yeah, it's huge. I mean, it feels good to do it here. 2 big points that we need, and we're going to go in tomorrow looking for 2 more.
I thought we played pretty hard and, just had a couple mental lapses, boom, 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 and they capitalized on them. And you can't give a team like Michigan Tech those kind of opportunities.
Overall, I think just as a big unit, we ought to come each night mentally prepared and know what we're going to be up against and know that we can't lose any battles or else the puck's going to end up in our net at this level. So like I said, mental preparation for the game is going to be huge tomorrow.
And last night, the Fairbanks Ice Dogs' trend of allowing 1 goal in their last 6 wins ended, but the winning streak continues in a thriller. The Ice Dogs won 6-5 in overtime on Doug Rose's goal with 4 seconds left in the extra period. Rose was coming off an NAHL Star of the Week award and showed up again. The Ice Dogs outshot Kenai 53-21 as the offense returned for Fairbanks. Fairbanks trailed 4-1 in this game, but ripped off 4 unanswered. Kenai got a goal in the third to force overtime. 11 players had multi-point games, and 6 of them were dogs. Kyle Lee had 3 helpers to lead the Ice Dogs, and Johnny Mueller had 2 goals for the Ice Dogs as well. And the Nanooks women's basketball team achieved a small milestone last night. They got their 6th win of the year, surpassing their win total from last season. These aren't your 2012 Nanooks. In their second game of the North Star Invitational against Lise McRae, the Nooks were in a battle with the Bobcats early on. Benisa Bulaya had 11 points in the first half, but the Bobcats' backcourt of Lauren Lewis and Lyon De Souza scored 33 total points. The Bobcats led 38-14 at halftime, but the Nanooks would go on a 12-4 run to start the second half and led by as much as 12. The Bobcats would cut it to 5, but that's as close as they would get. The Nanooks shot 63% that second half. Bulaya finished with a game-high 18 points, while Jordan Wilson added 12, and Kylie Joel chipped in with 11 timely points. UAF is now 6-1 and face 7-0 Wayne State tonight for the North Star Invitational title.
Great game for us, especially since we were down at half. I thought, we came out first 5 minutes. Our goal was to step up our defense and convert on our sets, and that's exactly what they did, and they didn't look back. So I'm proud of their effort. Lise McRae did a really good job of challenging us. They were well coached and they fought very hard, so it was a good game for us.
I think the difference is we all work very well together, and we all have a lot of hustle in our hearts this season, and we just wanted to prove everyone wrong.
And the Nanooks men's basketball team couldn't get it done in their opening game of the Aries Inn & Suites CBU Classic. The Nanooks fall 77-68 to Azusa Pacific. The Cougars shot a blazing 57% for the game and were led by Troy Leaf's game-high 25 points. Tyler Monroe also had 20 points for the Cougs. The Nanooks had a 4-0 advantage early on, but the Cougars went on a 15-3 run and would not relinquish the lead. Ronnie Baker led UAF with 21 points, 6 boards, and 3 steals. Andrew Kelly added 18 points on a hot 8-for-9 shooting. The Nooks play tournament host Cal Baptist tonight. The Lancers beat Northwest Nazarene by 20 last night. And it's an old-school NFC East rivalry taking center stage this Sunday night on NBC as the Washington Redskins host the New York Giants. The game from Football Night in America breaks down this matchup.
Welcome to the set, Football Night in America. Dan Patrick, Tony Dungy, Hines Ward, Rodney Harrison. Giants at the Redskins. Basically, Giants got to win out here. We've seen them string together some wins, but losing the game against Dallas. What do you think happens in this game?
Well, I've been in those situations, Dan. You hate to say must win to your team, but it is now. And so you go and Tom Coughlin goes in and tells them, we've got to win every game starting with Sunday night, and that's the way that they're going to approach it, I'm sure.
When you look at the Giants, Eli Manning, he's thrown a lot of interceptions, but I really believe what's affected him is just those lack of explosive plays down the field. And you look at that defense, yes, the pass rush, you should talk about that, but that secondary has had problems trying to cover guys in the slot. I think the Giants, I don't believe in the Giants being able to get to the playoffs and win out. I just think too many issues on the offensive side of the ball.
Well, they made runs before in the latter part of the season, so it all falls on Eli. I mean, it's all on his hands as far as to go out there and create the.
But is that a good thing?
I know he's thrown an interception, but they've done it before. He's been there, so I'm an Eli fan. I think he can get the job done.
But bigger disappointment, Redskins or Giants?
Well, I think the Redskins right now, they have not played well on defense. RG3, all the energy we saw, all the big plays, not getting them this year. They're just playing a spoiler role.
Well, Coach, did you really believe that RG3 can come off such a severe knee injury and make that big of an impact? So I think if you look at the biggest disappointment, if you look at the Giants, they've been healthy. They should be able to make a run with Eli, but just like I said, the lack of explosive plays, not getting Victor Cruz involved, and then Hakeem Nicks, he's been a huge disappointment.
So Redskins Sunday night hosting the Giants on NBC. We will see you on Football Night in America at 7 Eastern.
And today, the Hutchinson Hawks had the Hutchinson Meltdown High School Wrestling Tournament. We'll have a full recap and results this coming week. But that'll do it for sports tonight. Thanks for rocking with me for a little while. For more KTVF Sports, just go to Twitter, YouTube, and our app. And, of course, website11.com. Hailey Seiler is next with your full weather forecast, and we'll catch you next time.